Hello new Prandillians! Welcome to video tutorial for Redstone the Lunatic story. I am Lunatic and this is part 1, the basics. We're going to go over some of the basic commands and controls for playing Redstone. This is the basics video, so I'm going to try to make it short and sweet for you guys, and if you'd like more information in further detail, please stay tuned as I plan to make future videos for Redstone. We are currently in the Brune Adventures Association. This is where you're placed after you get done with the training camp training at the beginning of the game. If you haven't already done your training camp quest, I suggest going back and taking a look, as it has a lot of useful information for new players, and it's also quite fun as well. Some of our basic commands here. We're currently walking. Walking is very useful in combat as it helps to conserve CP. CP, as you can see down here, or charge points, is a pool of points a lot like mana in other RPGs that you pull from to use skills and spells. So to be able to conserve your CP in combat is definitely useful, but it's really not good for getting around. So to switch between walk and run, either use this little icon down here with the guy walking or running, or you can use the Z button on your keyboard. Occasionally you'll need to sit down or rest to recover hit points. So to sit down or rest, either use the button here with the guy sitting or standing, or press the C button on your keyboard. Some of our menu keys here: the escape menu, or your system menu. This is the options menu for the game. I suggest going and taking a look at all the options and seeing what works best for you. The F1 menu, or the help menu, there's a lot of useful information here. A lot of it I'm going over in this tutorial, but it would be good to look through it yourself. There's also an FAQ and a hotkey list, just in case you forget your hotkeys. You can see here it explains to you the user control panel. Take a look through that, and also some of your mini-map options. Your F2 menu, or your character menu. This is where you're going to see your stats and information about your character. I'm going to just quickly go over some of the stats here with you, as Redstone's a little different than other RPGs you may have played. In other RPGs, ranged characters, such as archers, normally their damage is based on the stat dexterity. Redstone doesn't have dexterity. It's not quite like that here. There are basically two different types of damage in Redstone. There's physical damage and there is magical damage. All physical damage across the board for every character, ranged or not, is based on your power stat. All magical damage for every character is based on your knowledge stat. Alacrity is a lot like dexterity in other games. It is your chance to hit. It also does some other things like increase your avoidance level and your chance to land critical blows on your targets. However, for the most part, it is your chance to hit. Health, of course, is your hit points and your defense. The more health you have, the more tanky you are, the more hits you can take. It also increases the speed at which you recover when you sit down or rest. Luck is an interesting stat, as it does quite a few things. It increases your target capability and avoidance level and the ability to land critical blows, a lot like alacrity. However, the main purpose for the luck stat is for you to go item hunting. It increases the chance to drop magical and unique items in the game. If you're an item hunter, this is your stat. Wisdom is your resistances. As you can see down here, there's 6 different elements and the resistances that you have to those elements. In order to raise the resistances you have to magical damage, put into your wisdom stat. It also gives a very small bonus to experience gain. This is based on a %, so it's really not a whole lot, but it'll do something. Charisma is your CP, or your charge points. As I said before, charge points are used for every skill in the game, so having more charge points is definitely a good thing. It also decreases the amount of charge points you lose while you are running. Your F3 menu, or your inventory, as you can see, you have your equips up here, your inventory below. I'm going to show you how to put things into your belt. The easiest way to get to items quickly while in combat is to put them in your belt, such as potions and buffs. To put things into your belt, simply drag them over into your belt and drop them there. We currently have a belt that only allows up to 2 stackable items. Later on in the game you will find better belts that allow more stackable items and have more defense. Occasionally you'll need to trade other players in Redstone. In order to trade somebody, press the trade button and press on the person that you wish to trade with. It'll open up a trade menu that looks a little bit like this. The right side is your side, the left side is their side. Both players need to accept the transaction and approve the transaction, and then the transaction has completed. The F4 menu, or your skill menu, is where you're going to put into your character's skills. Every character in Redstone has 2 different parts. Currently I am a magic archer, but I can also move over into magic lancer. In order to switch between your 2 counterparts, in some cases called transform and in other cases called weapon exchange, you need to have a point into your counterpart. I have put a point here into spear so that I am able to switch over to my lancer side. In order to switch over, you can either use the button here that says weapon exchange or transform on some characters, or you can press the X button on your keyboard. Not only does this change the weapon that you currently have equipped, but it'll also change your skill set over to the other side of skills. In order to switch back, just press the X button again. Your F5 menu is your party window. In order to ask other players for party, simply push the Ask Party button, and the player that you wish to ask party from, they get a little box up that says, "Hey, so-and-so would like to party with you. Do you accept?" They say yes, and you are now in a party. Partying with players can be beneficial to everybody in the party, as you'll be able to do more damage faster, and level faster, and gain more experience. I'm going to withdraw from this party here to show you that you can also search open parties. People open their parties so that other people are able to join from a distance, as we call it long distance partying. To join another person's party who has their party open, I suggest whispering them and asking them first if you can join, but you press on the party that you wish to join and press the Ask Party button. They get a little box pops up that says, "Hey, so-and-so would like to join your party." They accept or deny. Your F6 menu is your quest menu. You have your quests in progress, your main quest in progress, and this nice little tab over here, you're able to search for quests that are in your level range. It'll give you a complete list of all the quests that are currently in your level range. Not only will it show you the status of that quest, but it'll also show you the related NPC and the map that that NPC can be found on, also the level requirement for the quest that you'd like to do. You have normal quests, and you also have a list of title quests that are available to you. Your F7 menu is your guild menu. You have to be level 10 or higher to join a guild. In order to join a guild, ask the person that you wish to join. Click on the button that says Join Guild, and click on the person that you wish to join their guild. The person that you ask has to be a guild master or a vice master for that guild. Your F8 menu is your friends list. In order to add friends in Redstone, click Add Friend, and the person you wish to add to your list, they accept and they pop up on your friends list. You can see their class, their name. Some interesting things here, you can click on the friend and whisper them, a quick way to get to whispering your friends. You can also click on Find Friend. This will show you where this friend is connected on the Redstone server. You can also delete the friend from your list. I'm going to go over quickly here with you some chatting options. We have 4 different types of chat. We have normal chat, which can be seen from a short distance around you. We have party chat, which shows up purple in your chat box, and only you and your party members can see it. We have guild chat. As I don't currently belong to a guild, I can't show you that, but it shows up orange, and you and your guild mates are able to see it. And we have whisper. In order to quickly whisper somebody, you can either shift right click on their character and say whisper, or you can simply type it in yourself and whisper that person. If somebody has recently whispered you, you can reply back to them by hitting / and space, and their name will pop up in the chat box. I'm going to try to wrap this up here pretty quick. Thank you for joining me today for Redstone Tutorial Part 1. Come back again, and I'll see you next episode.